Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel guys. Today it's going to be a reaction video, okay? And we're going to be talking about the travel commando Mara. The travel commando that lives in Nebaanse village, East Africa in Kenya. Anyways, the travel commander right now is residing in Argentina with his Argentina concubine wife. Okay? And what I'm hearing on the streets of YouTube is the travel commando has lost his way. He is confused. His so-called wife just gave birth to a baby. He thought, or she thought, I don't know what you're thinking about, we're thinking about. She wanted us to have the baby in Argentina, which she did. She also had the baby at home through midwives. And I heard that those midwives wasn't even qualified to deliver babies. And now I heard that they're having problems registering the baby because after she had the baby at home, she didn't even bother to call the hospital for an ambulance to come and pick her and the baby up from home to get them herself checked out to see if everything was okay. Because you know, sometimes when a woman gives birth, she can also end up bleeding to death. Anyways, to God, I'm happy that she's okay, that none of that seems as if she's functioning, breastfeeding the baby and everything else good like that. But whenever time you have a when you give baby birth at home, when you had birth, you've given birth at home, you're supposed to go to a doctor right away and get the baby checked out. Also get the baby, get yourself checked out and get yourself and the baby registered, so the baby can be registered and have a birth certificate, okay? And not only that too, babies has to be checked out to make sure everything is okay with them. Thank God everything is okay with baby Maisha. Thank God for that. Anyways, we're not going to be talking about the baby here because I don't like to speak about children on my YouTube channel, okay? My YouTube channel is not about children. I'm just so happy that she delivered safely and everything is going good for her as far as that part. But the part that I'm going to get to is really the travel commando. And the reason why I'm so hard with Mara is he is not thinking right in his head right here. And the thing about he's too primitive. And the reason why I am not feeling Mara is the way how Mara talks about his African women. Now they're saying that Rocio is treating him badly in Argentina. But you have to realize what goes around comes around. If you are treating your African women them bad, and just because this woman here has a white skin, or you claim that she's a Muzungu, you don't want no African, has no black babies for you, you want mixed kids, you want mixed Muzungus. The reason why I'm not feeling sorry for you and I want Rocio to really put it down on you is just the way how you treat your own women and your own people. If you don't treat your own people right, don't expect for another race or another culture to treat you with respect if you don't have respect for your own people, in particularly your own women. Now, you're in Argentina and you're trapped. You don't have any say-so there. You have to do what she tells you to do. You don't know anything about Argentina. You don't know anything about our rules. You're there questioning them. Every time you turn around, you walk through these people's home or parents' home with a GoPro camera, you underestimate these people. When are you going to have some respect for that lady? She has given birth to your child, okay? And if you want respect from your subscribers, then, because some of your subscribers are not telling you the truth, you need to engage that woman, marry her, so she and the baby can have your last name. Right now, you're not going to get any entitlement over that child because you are not married to the mother. The baby was born in Argentina and she is from Argentina. She's South American. So right now you're like on the outside. You don't have the talk. You're not a husband. People, even here in the United States, you can't come up and say, oh, I'm the baby father, I'm this. They don't respect baby fathers. If you want respect from hospitals, from immigration, from any place like those, you have to be a husband that is legally married to his wife and have children, a family person. Even here in the US, they're big on families. And if you claim, oh, I can have the children them, but I won't married, okay? Because my whatever I got is for my children then. You really don't have anything over there. That piece of mansion that you claim you built on the swamp over there, that's in Africa. Over where you live in that area, it's not worth nothing locally. You know what I mean? Your location is not prime location. Like if you were in California or if you were in certain parts of the United States and you have a home like that. Certain parts of the United States you have a home like that. And in Canada, oh, you can say you have made it. But that house is in Naba-Anse, East Africa. That's nothing. They're not gonna go and say, oh my God, what a wonderful home. And people are gonna be going outside daydreaming about, no. Only your African people them is going to do that because that's the only thing that looks like that in your village. In the United States, homes like this is here all the time. Homes like this is there in Canada all the time. If it was in Canada or if it's in the US, then you would say, oh yes, you have something. And you claim that you're not marrying because you don't want any woman come take nothing from you. That's how you all African men are. That's why you guys don't have anything. And that's why your women are always poor, because what you do is you enslave the women them. Give them babies upon babies upon babies upon babies. And the poverty continues and continues and continues. That's why you see that village there is so poor, because of men like you, Mara, because of travel commando like you. Okay? And you're trying to pretty up your story. But there's a way around this. If you love Rocio enough, okay, and you really want that woman, material things is nothing. You can lose anything at any moment. Love is more important more than material things. A lot of people here in the United States not going to worry about a house like that because it can always be rebuilt. Because the reason why you worry about a home like that, because you never had anything in your life like that before. You're always going to be poor because you got this poor mentality. I'm not going to marry her because she's going to come and take what I've got. But if you know what's out there, there's something called a prenuptial agreement. A prenuptial agreement is there to protect you. When you claim you have something and you're going into a marriage, a prenuptial, look this up for your phone because you're so primitive and you claim you travel so much and you don't even know what some of these things mean. Look up what a prenuptial agreement is, get an attorney and get a prenup fixed for you, and then marry Rocio. The only way you're gonna have talk about Maisha and have Rocio treat you the way you're supposed to get treated unless you marry her. And only when you marry her, you can get an Argentina passport. You are seeking passport because you're a passport bro. You're seeking, the baby's gonna have a passport, but you're not gonna have a passport. Your passport is the worst passport in Africa. People don't even want to see your passport. And you get this lady, when she gave you her attention, she fell in love with you. She came all the way to Africa. Certain types of women like that would even look at an African man like that. Because you guys got so much bad names the way how you guys treat women. Because it says all over that African men, they don't take baths, they don't brush their teeth, they don't wash their head. We have some Africans inside here in the United States. When you walk in the supermarket with them and they're walking, you can smell the whole supermarket. The perspiration smell is so high. I've never smelled perspiration that of high off of people's body. When you wanna smell some of these Africans, when I see some of them here, I don't even want to walk close to them because they smell the high perspiration smell. And most of them don't take a bath with soap. They don't use deodorant, and sometimes they don't even take baths. Maybe every now and then they'll wash up somewhere, but to have a high perspiration smell off of the body like that, I don't think they take baths. I don't think they wash their heads. I don't think they wash their face. Their face be shine like a frying pot. You know, like when you throw something in a frying pot, you can tell when a person haven't washed their face for days. That's what they are, the Africans them look over here. And it's a bunch of them here in the United States. And half of them is illegal here. And President Trump is going to be taking care of them in a minute when he gets into office in January. Most of those people who are here in this country illegally will be deported. Anyway, back to Mara. You're over there, and I see in your video where every minute you're on top of Mr. Lewis's ass. Every minute. Mr. Lewis, you always be putting that man in your video. Are you giving that man a portion of the money that YouTube is paying you for being in your video? Because it seems as if Mr. Lewis is your content now. You can't make content anymore that is interesting, so you have to be using this girl's father in there, Mr. Lewis. Okay, and it seems as if you're not paying for anything there. These people have to be paying for light, gas, water. Everything there is not for free. So because you go there with this cheap mentality, half of your subscribers is not feeling you right now. You got some diehard ones, yes, is gonna accept anything that you put down in your throat because they're not gonna tell you the truth. Some of them will see a car trying to run you over and won't even say nothing to you. But it's good for reactors to be out there reacting, because you see the reactors will let you know what's going on. If half of the time, or if you watch those videos, you will find out what's going on, because you can see what they can see. Because when they react on you, it's because of what you're seeing in your video, what you and Rocio is putting out there while people are reacting. If you didn't make videos, or you didn't have nothing in your videos, you wouldn't have nobody talking about you. And you, Rocio and Dimwango, you all should be happy that reactors are talking about you guys, because reactors are keeping you current. If no reactors don't talk about you, Mara, Dimwango, and Rocio, and the rest of them, you guys wouldn't be nobody. You guys need to thank them reactors, Trending, AM Carol, Coco Mama, and Black Beauty TV. Those are why you guys are so famous, is because of the reactors. The day when the reactors stop reacting on you is the day when you guys is not going to have a YouTube channel. So I would advise you all, you Dimwango, David Jr., and Mara and Rocio, you guys need to be humble. You guys need to be humble, because at any minute, you guys' YouTube channel can be taken down at any minute. We should all support each other. They are reacting on you because they're doing a job. They're not reacting on you because they hate you and because they want you to get hurt, or because they want you to do this. And you're saying that, oh, you're wishing the reactors them bad stuff on their kids. Now that you have a kid, would you like for the reactors to be wishing bad on your kid? And I haven't seen none of the reactors there that is wishing your baby nothing but good luck, prosperity. But you all are the first one to be dogging those reactors. You all need to stay quiet and humble yourselves, because reactors are not out there to get you. Reactors are putting out and sorting out what you are putting you all in your videos. And if they don't talk about you guys, that's the reason why you guys are so famous. And that's the reason why you guys got so many subscribers. Thank the reactors then. And stop talking about this, and I'm gonna sue them, and I'm gonna do this. You can't sue them. Number one, you can't sue somebody for a video that you put out, and because they're reacting on what you put out, you're gonna sue them. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And another thing again too, what you're seeing you doing is a grown man like you are out begging. How do you feel? I can understand if Dean Wango and Rosier's out there begging because they're females. But you have a man like you, a trouble. You claim that you're a passport bro. You said you're the CEO of the passport bro. You're claiming that you're so rich. You shouldn't be up on these streets begging for nothing. You shouldn't be thinking about, of course, Rocio can do a little bit of begging Dean because they are women. She just had a baby. And I would encourage people to donate to her because she needs the money right now. She needs to buy diapers and she needs to do all this stuff for the baby. So, of course, whenever time a woman has a child, people are going to give stuff. Even in the United States here it happens. They bring diapers, they give you money, they bring strollers, they bring this, car seats, they do a lot of stuff. And as a matter of fact, you guys need to go and register that baby and do it properly. And you guys need to buy the proper car seat for the baby. And Mara, you need to spend your money and stop letting Rocio spend all of her money. And the reason why you're doing it, because when she came to Africa, you claimed that you were the one that was paying for everything, but you only did that to trap her because you wanted her to have babies, your babies. But Rocio, I'm telling you again in my video, don't be stupid because these African men are no good. Look at what's going on with Gabby over there in Africa, with Bushman. And there's many more with Mzungos in there. They're only using the Mzungos then. But it seems as if Rocio is smarter than you, Mara. You can't use Rocio. Give her a baby don't mean anything. One baby is not going to hurt. But Rocio should not let you rule her body to tell her that you're going to be having one baby, 2 babies, 3 babies, 4 babies, all the way to 10 babies. You want 9 more babies? Come on now. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? The reason why you're taking all this bullshit over there in Argentina is because she has a white skin. I bet you any day your black ones in Africa could have never done that to you because you'd have fired them so quickly. They wouldn't have a chance to stand up and talk to you because you probably would have used something and bust them upside your head. Because in Africa, the men them can beat the women them freely and get away with it. But you can't do it to Rocio. You definitely can't do it to Rocio. And our subscribers and is even not even going to allow it. They're going to call you out every chance they get. Every chance they get. So I see you're lost your way. And you need to change a way because people are seeing you and they're seeing what you're doing. And give Rocio's family them some respect. Don't just walk inside of those people home every day with a GoPro camera. How do you know that they want to be on camera all the time? You keep walking in those people's house from the front door going all the way to the from the back going all the way to the front. You can't walk around in the gate. This is called invasion of privacy. You're telling this man how to get rid of his garbage. You're not in Africa. You can do that in Africa. You got to respect people when you live with them. When you're around them, respect them. And as a matter of fact, I noticed that Rocio claimed that she has brothers. I noticed none of her brothers and most of her sisters don't even want to come around you. Because you're too annoying and disrespectful. You always have a GoPro camera in people's face. And I know our brothers them is probably not feeling you. You are just too much and you're too creepy. And the only way you're going to, and you know what? You need to sit down in your spot, in your own lane and learn. And you can't tell somebody that the zinc sheet is not this price. Don't expect to compare Argentina with Africa to Argentina. And whatever her father said, whatever she and her father discusses between she and the father, you have no right to be getting inside a family business if you're not paying for it. Because he already says you're not paying. The only way you should get upset and should question what they're doing, and that if you're spending your cash money paying for it. But if it's not your money paying for it, when you're getting upset and talking about, oh, these windows go for $7 in Africa. You're not in Africa. You are in Argentina. That's right. And I just don't know what's wrong with some of you African women. You guys are still backing Mara up after Mara refused you guys and said that he wouldn't want none of you guys to have children for him, and he don't find you guys is pretty, and you guys he don't want to have children. You guys, he wants mixed babies. What he's trying to tell himself, you know what he's telling himself, that you guys are ugly, and he's even telling himself that he's too ugly either. Because if he's saying that he wants Mzungu, that means they're not sure of themselves. You're telling yourself you're not good enough, so that's why I want a Mzungu woman to be having my babies. Who goes out there and says, oh, I'm going to be falling in love with a white woman, I'm going to be falling in love with a Mzungu? Love's supposed to come naturally. You're not supposed to go out and say, you know what, I'm going to go look for a white woman, or I'm going to go look for a Spanish woman or an Indian woman because I don't want my own black women. They're too nasty, they're too ugly and all that stuff. People are seeing you, Mara. You can't hide. And as a matter of fact, I will be bringing more of you in my videos. So guys, like, subscribe, comment, and share. We're going to be digging down in the Travel Commando, Mr. Passport Bro, every chance we get, because we're going to be watching his live stream, because he's a beggar anyways. He's going to be up there begging. He's probably up there begging right now. We're going to see what he's doing, and we're going to call him out. And all the other reactors are going to call him out also. So anyways, guys, like, subscribe, comment, and share, guys. And we'll see you in another one. Bye-bye.